So I'm going to put all this in one time. It's a sample size, so there's only so much that you can see all the powder getting up on it. Are we good? Look at that. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a really fun makeup challenge that I wanted to do for, well, just a week now. It's a makeup challenge where you can only dip your brush into your makeup products one time, and you have to try and do a full face of makeup. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Maskcara Beauty makeup with a mix of some other drugstore makeup that I have here with me. So let's go ahead and get right into the video. So I'm going to go ahead and start with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, and I'm just going to dip my finger in one time. This stuff can really go a long ways. If just like the putty part, once you push it in, I have about that much. This will pretty much cover my whole face. I love this stuff, by the way. It's like almost gone. And so I'm just going to blend all this in. Okay, maybe I may have needed a little more, but... Okay, yep, it looks like I needed a little more. My face is so red on camera. Okay, next we will do... Usually I do some type of color corrector. This time, I think we're gonna use concealer. If I use my color corrector, which is usually like a contour color with the Maskcara Beauty makeup that I use, and it takes a little bit and you kind of build it up, so I don't think that I would be ready to do that. So I'm gonna kind of twist up my routine a little bit and do different products to see if I can use them to my advantage. I usually don't use concealer, but the one I have is the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. So we're just gonna dip it in one time and see how far we can spread this. So there is one use. Now I'm gonna go ahead and just blend this out with a brush. So I'm just gonna focus on more of the products one time and not so much any details about the brushes that I'm using. Clearly I need to use probably different brushes like I normally do. This is my compact. I have these two highlight colors. This darker one I think is, I've been going back and forth depending if I'm self-tanning or not. So this darker one is an overall color and this one is a brightener. So I think I'm gonna try and do both. So I'm gonna take this out and really dig my brush into it. Usually with this makeup, light layers go a very long ways. So since I only get to dip my brush into it one time, I guess I have to be very strategic. We're just gonna, I'm at like the bottom of the tin, so I'm like going like this. Ooh. Okay, so that's one dip. We got this. So I'm just gonna spread this. Oh, good thing I dipped into the concealer because we're not getting much out of this guy. So my face is mostly concealer at this point. Yeah, you can't even tell that I had the highlight in there. Okay, so now I'm gonna dip into this lighter color and really get some product on there. Oh yeah, you can see that. Oh no! Oh no! Let's blend it out. And blend out the excess of this. Oh no. I look ghostly. Okay, so the hard part I think next. The really hard part is gonna be my contour, because the contour that I have is like a lot thicker, and so I really need to dig in my brush. So I'm just gonna use this one. It has more product in it. So I'm just gonna swirl it around like that. And then I'm gonna try and evenly put it in all the places and then blend it out, I guess. let's go ahead and do, I usually just do my finger. If I want to do blush, I'm gonna use my finger like this. I just did like one swipe and I can get pretty far. Okay, this side doesn't have as much, but this is too much anyways. So I'm gonna blend this. So that was one little swipe in the product. Doing pretty good, I say. The only thing that saved me at this point is a concealer in the beginning. Otherwise I would have like no product on my face and it would be so red. Now at this point we could do cream bronzer, or I could set my face and do powder bronzer. And honestly I think the cream bronzer would go a longer ways than the powder. So I'm going to kind of challenge myself and let's do the powder. So first thing, we're going to do the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Setting Powder. I love this stuff. I've been using it a lot in my videos. So I have about this much in the lid, and I think this is plenty. It's really fine. And then I'm going to use my big fluffy brush and just kind of dip and swirl it. That's a lot. I honestly don't think I need that much. Okay, so I pat it off a little bit, so this is how much we have, and I'm just gonna see how I did. Oh, I did really good. I don't like that tacky feeling. I did really good. I have a question. At what point after quarantine are we still allowed to wear sweatpants every day? After quarantine, even though we usually didn't before. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, what are people going to be doing after quarantine? Like, are we going back to how everything was with our wardrobe, or did we just kind of accept our new style from quarantine? Okay, now we're going to move on to powder. I'm going to do this one. Base Case Cosmetics. I just posted a video, a time lapse using this one. And it's very pigmented, and so I think this one will be really good. Let's go ahead. Which one do I want to use? Ooh, let's do this big fluffy one. This is actually a bronzer brush. Sometimes I would use it for like setting powder. So I'm going to put all this in one time. It's a sample size, so there's only so much that you can see all the powder getting up on it. Are we good? Look at that. Alright, so I'm just gonna... Ooh. I'm glad I started up here than down here. Oh, that was a good strategy, Leah. We have bronzer, and if you do this, do the bronzer on your forehead first and don't do it on your cheeks, because I've seen some girls do it on their cheeks and it's just too much, and I have a big forehead, so I always have to use more on my forehead than my cheeks. Oh, to give credit, this is the first video that I saw of this challenge. So this is Sophia Does Life, and I thought her video was so funny and so challenging. So some of the tips I got were from her to kind of balance both sides before you just do one and then move on to the other. Okay, now the fun part. We're gonna do illuminator, and one side is gonna end up brighter than the other, so let's go ahead and do the illuminator that I have in here. I'm almost out, so I want to use this. This is Starlit from Maskcara Beauty. So I'm just gonna kind of rub it in there and swirl the brush. There's so much on here. Okay, so I'm just gonna pat it, I think, because I have a lot. I love this brush. I have a whole video doing my full face with one brush. I'll link it down below in the description. And this is so good for the powders, even for like setting under your eyes. If you have makeup that's not Maskcara Beauty, this would be so good. And then the other end I use for eyeshadow, which is next. So the bottom, let's do, you know what? let's dig into this one. I think this one's called Bubba, this dark one down. Oh, it's like a basic brown color. This one's called basic, but this one's Bubba, I think. We're gonna dip it in there. All right, there's a lot. So you can see. All right, so here, and this is what Sophia did. She kind of went back and forth, which I thought was a really, there's so much on here. And so we're gonna probably just blend and blend and blend. Let's go ahead and add another color for fun. I'll use a different brush. That's fair game, right? I'm gonna use this eyeshadow everything brush. It's clean. I cleaned it the other day and I don't really use it often. I'm gonna dip into this bright one. This is called Sabrina, and do the inner corners of my eye and under my brow bone if it has enough product. Okay, now, and then another fun one we're gonna do is this shimmery one right here. This one's called Soulmate, and I'm gonna do it on my middle finger. Okay, let's see if I can get this. I need to look in my mirror. Okay, so we have eyebrows and mascara left. Usually I do the Superhero It Cosmetics mascara, so we can just do this one really quick, and I get one dip. This one's almost out, so this one's like running dry, so this might be the biggest flop of this whole face. So I'm gonna swirl it around the edges. Usually I don't dip into it, but it does have a good like gripper on the end where it gets all the extra product. So let's see what we can do. I'm gonna coat the bottom and then switch sides, and hopefully coating the bottom will help spread it out more. I don't know why I did mascara first. I should have did my brows first. This is totally out of routine. Okay, I think we're good there. I think we're doing pretty good. What do you guys think? I need more product down the middle. My face always gets super red on my nose, but I think we're doing pretty good. Okay, so the last thing that we're gonna do, and I'm gonna make it more challenging for myself, is usually when I do my brows, I've said this a million times, precision brow pencil, and I'm not really sure how to do like a one-time thing. So I happen to have also the Maybelline Tattoo Studios brow pomade. So let's do the pomade and do one dip and see how far I can get this bad boy. Let me clean it real quick. I haven't used it in a while, so let me clean it. Let's dip it in here. I'm gonna coat like the sides of it, I guess. It seems to be getting a lot of product on, so that's good. It's not dried out. Look at this. It's it's so gunky. Okay, I need a strategy for this. I have like I don't know what I'm doing. I just kind of want to shape them. And I still have product left, but I'm pretty happy with it. Did we do it? Okay, we have, I think that's it. We can do setting spray. I have like a travel size of the primer water from Smashbox. Photo Finish Primer Water. All right, let's hopefully, I can aim this to where it gets my face. Okay, ready? Oh, I barely felt anything. I think I was like floating. I think I had it too far away. I needed to hold it like closer. I had it like out here. I needed to hold it closer, but it's kind of set in right here. I think we did good. I think the only thing that saved me on this look was my concealer covering up my redness. I may have cheated a little bit having the concealer because I don't use it all the time, but yeah, my face would be a lot more red than it was before. So yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I challenge you guys to do it yourself. you get one dip into your product to cover your full face. So don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out all of my other fun makeup challenges. And I will see you guys in my next video.